You know, like the videos when they get cornered in alleyways.
Paedophile hunters.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, and they always look so like you almost feel bad for them. It's like you have to remember.
You're never shocked though, innit?
They're like, oh.
When you see them, you're never shocked.
I'm gonna lose my job.
You're listening to The Word on the Streets with Joe Bingham, Jason Tasker, and Raj Pujata.
Hello, welcome back to Word on the Streets. Joe's just finishing up on his phone there. He'll be with you in a minute, don't worry. Thanks for joining us again. I'm here with Joe, Raj, Mr. Francois. Ginga-Jay's here. What a guest to have on this week. So, thanks for coming, Jay.
Tell us about yourself, Jay.
What an intro.
Energetic, isn't it?
I'm taking that. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you, guys.
Welcome, man.
Oh, good.
What am I about to start talking?
Just talk about yourself.
Tell us about yourself, Jay.
Who you are, what you do.
I'm the black ginger guy that's popping up on your For You page every other day, basically. I do comedy, entertainment, hosting, anything entertainment, basically. I'm just involved in it, really. My passion. I just recently come out of prison after serving a third of my life in prison, 11 and a half years to be exact. So I'm currently just building. I do my own shows. So I put on live music, stand-up comedy, spoken words, just events where people can just come and be yourself, you know? And that's me in a nutshell, really.
So when did you come out?
August.
August.
Eight.
You ain't even been out at 12 months?
No, I've been out 7.5 months.
And I hosted your first show.
Yeah.
And you'd only been out a minute.
When you hosted I was out for 3 weeks.
That's mad. When I first seen him and there was like, he's been in prison, I was like, this is a problem. This is a problem. This guy's good. And obviously I knew history, like people like Joey Diaz did a lot of stuff in prison.
Yeah.
So in prison, were you entertaining these people? Were you telling jokes?
So, I've always been a class clown, you know, like all of us. We've always been a class clown. So in prison, I was just a prison clown. And I know that don't sound
just
right.
a different classroom, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a different classroom. It's a whole different graduation scheme. You gotta go through. Homework isn't nice. So, you know. So the last 2 years of my sentence, I was allowed to start putting on my own shows.
Oh, really?
So, I was the first person to put on the stand-up comedy shows in actual prison as a prisoner, and charities came in from outside and organisations, and so from there I was doing shows that I'm doing now, but I was doing it in prison, so putting on live events in prison.
What was that like? Because I mean we've seen stuff where like professional comedians will go into prisons and stuff like that. They do it more in America, I think, than they do here. But so what was that like for you then to be like, because that's your group, innit? Like it's did it go down well for them with like not someone having to come in and do it, but it's like that's one of our guys, man, and he's doing it.
It was, I was scared shitless because.
Well, like if this doesn't go well, then who knows what's going to happen?
Because now
I'm getting shagged.
Now you do a gig.
Crowd. Beauty of crowd work is I ain't got to see this motherfucker again. But you're thinking, I'm not being in the shower.
No, that's the beauty of comedy. That's the beauty of comedy.
In the shower. Like, this guy might drip me up.
When the show's going bad, you bring out the shower material, don't you? Like, right, I've got to pull this back. Like,
well, that's not all true, is it? That don't happen.
What, the showers?
Yeah.
I've got a joke about Big Leon in the showers.
Who's Big Leon?
Exactly.
Is he big in size or?
The Big Leon is big in diameters, ratios, however you want to put it. But it doesn't. So in England, it doesn't happen.
No, I didn't think it
in
did.
England. So how can I put it? I'll be honest. It happens, but not how the media make it. It happens in America. It happens. That's a fact. It happens like that in America because I know loads of American ex-cons, prisoners, whatever. Because what that you don't know, they ship a lot of American prisoners to England. And England
I met one actually.
America, like not even the smallest of paperwork involved. So we just get an influx of American prisoners.
I met one, and he was telling me about this mad cocktail they make which is where they shit, spit,
piss,
shit, piss,
blood,
semen, and they put it all into something and throw it on the guards.
And
sell that for 20 quid in Shoreditch. Fuck.
That's still a mocktail, though, isn't it? Essentially,
that's called something.
Or is it literally a cocktail? Isn't it?
Shitting them up. That's what you call it. It's shitting up the officer.
That's
what you call it. It's shitting up the officer. That's what it's called. So, in long-term prisons in England, you have men that have relationships. So lifers that ain't getting out. So you walk in the showers, you might see them fucking, like, or hear them fucking.
And were you classified as long-term?
Yeah.
And Big Leon is who you opted for?
The Big Leon tried to opt for me.
Okay.
And I got out in time, thanks to the smoke of the showers and the steam in the showers.
Hold on.
What you?
Hold on. Are we keeping the lights like this? Yeah, we happy with that.
We've dimmed them just as you started talking about.
Yeah, I wanted to give it some ambiance.
The romantic scene in the showers.
I don't know if it's too dark.
It is too dark.
I thought you was turning the AC off. I let it run. I was like, okay.
That's okay?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
It was too bright for.
Man said you can hear him clapping in the showers, and Jason went, let me turn the lights down.
I need to take this a little bit darker.
So
Big Leon was just a weird guy, and he's just.
Can you paint a picture of Big Leon? What did he look like?
Big Leon's
vivid.
Big Leon's 6'4", 6'5", all muscle with a big beer belly.
Sounds like me,
Like an NFL player.
I was one of them.
Literally, and he hardly spoke, but when he spoke, it was with God inside of him.
Oh, wow.
When he spoke, you listened. Yeah.
I just you know who I pictured there? The brother from the Green Mile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Picture his little brother, but his little brother's not fucking little.
I pictured Ving Rhames. I'm not gonna lie.
Ving Rhames, the Green Mile, The Rock, and Kevin Hart.
So this guy was in the
You
shower
say
with
Kevin
you.
Hart because when Kevin Hart speaks now, everyone fucking listens.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck it. But Leon was Leon.
So he
Kept
was
in touch.
No.
And so just tell us, like, what was the reason that you went and did 11 years in prison?
So it's 2 sentences. So I got a 6-year sentence, do 3 years. That was for that was for aggravated burglary, common assault, criminal damage, offensive weapon, affray, and double ABH. So I went guilty to most of those. Loads of those are little charges, so I went guilty to. So loads of them like misdemeanors and things like that. But it was aggravated burglary, which was a big thing, and I got 6 years for that. Clearly, I'm not a burglar. I can't climb pipes and squeeze through windows. I've got childbearing hips. I hate the burglar terminology. Because I don't. Even though I used to commit crime and things like that, I never agreed with that kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
What would you rather it be called?
In the terminology for it in the hood is called a movie. Like it's a movie. Like,
Like you're gonna go and shoot a movie or something like that.
Yeah, like it's action, so it's going on a move.
So was it burglary because you went into someone's house to do what to do other than burglar them?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was always the intention.
But did
was
you take
to always,
anything?
No.
Okay.
I got fucked up. The owners, I went into the wrong motherfucking house. Like literally, this was too strong beer goers, too strong pub heads, too strong.
And so you went into the wrong house.
Went into the wrong house and found the wrong father and son duo.
Hold on. You didn't even hit the right house.
Didn't even hit the right house.
And you got fucked up.
Wrong information, and I got fucked up, and I got left by the people that brought me onto the fucking thing.
Fuck.
That's wild.
And we don't snitch, so I had to do the sentence. So yeah, man, that's how it goes.
What were you hoping to find in there?
Go get some weed.
Okay.
It was meant to be a weed house. So
Turned in just Millwall scarves anywhere, and you're like, fuck.
It's like Football Factory anyway. He comes in and he's like fucking shagging his missus.
We've gone to the kitchen. I've opened the fridge, took a can of Coke, gone to go.
So it was burglary.
No.
They caught me coming down the stairs with a TV on my back.
Man said I made myself a sandwich.
I know someone that actually used to do that.
What, make a sandwich?
Yeah, that's where we got it. So it's not. I was raised in the streets different, so there's loads of different funny things and little funny rules that you have between your mates or your team whilst you do things. So one of my things was like, if I was to ever go do something like this or whatever, I'd have a nosy through the fridge and have a little pinch of food, like I have a bite of cheese or something like that. And
it's like a calling card, like the Joker leaves his card.
It's
you
just,
like buy a piece of
even
cheese.
for the people that come here to take your things off you, whatever. Like it's for us. Oh, what did you do? What did you do?
And just for context, like, how old were you at the time? And
where? Teenager.
And where was this? In what part of the UK?
This is in London.
In London? Okay, so London.
I was a teenager when I was just running around being a fucking idiot. Literally.
So you was how old? You was probably about what, quarter of your life. So what, 22?
No, this is when I'm from the ages of 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Oh, so you went down as a juvenile?
I went to jail right before I turned 20. Yeah.
Okay.
I came out for 7 months, and then I got my big sentence for conspiracy to further the course of justice. I got 14 years for that.
So that's what, fucking with a witness or fucking with solicitors or something?
Yeah. So it was my Cody's other case, witness intimidation, basically, just getting rid of the witness, or trying to.
Getting rid of a witness?
Yeah, so they don't come to court. So just making sure they don't
kill them.
Yeah.
No, not killing them. Just
making them say like
putting a word.
Yeah. Just giving them a tap on the shoulder, being like, you don't want to turn up next week.
Yeah.
Was it a tap on the shoulder though?
No. No.
But is that because you talk a lot now about how, you know, you spent all that time inside and you look at what you were doing when you were younger, and now you want to do events and stuff to be like, you ain't got to do that and I ain't got to do that no more. But when you came out for a few months and then ended up getting back involved in it, I guess that's just because, like, if you come out, you don't really know anything else. Yeah. You're just going to come back out into the same world, isn't it?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I had the choice to do what I'm doing now when I came back out. Jamadi Maddox come and got me from my mum's house the day after I got released and took me to my first ever stand-up comedy show. And he didn't tell me I was performing. And I fell in love with it there and then. I was already in love with comedy before I went to jail. So I used to do funny YouTube videos. Yeah. But I was doing it whilst I was shotting weed and doing whatever I was doing, but I wasn't focused. So it's just, I had the choice, I just didn't choose it. Do you know what I mean? I chose the fast money and...
But you still have to work for the fast money though, don't you? That's the thing. Like, it's still just as much work as a normal job.
Yeah, you have to
probably more.
You have to work 3-4 times harder.
It's stressful as well.
There's no union. You know what I mean?
Watching over your back, all of that
shit. It took me years to realise I make actually less money than people who work legal jobs, and I have 10 times the stress.
Yeah, and also like just little things like cleaning that money and all of that. You ain't gonna be able to go in and get a mortgage and whatever.
Nothing.
It's tough. You got to make that money to buy the house outright, and even then you got to clean it.
Yeah, then you got to answer for it, and then you got to get somebody else to sign for it, and then that person's got to be clean, and then there's so many questions you will never be able to answer, and that's always going to come up.
So what was the difference between the first time you came out and the second time you came out that you didn't fall into the same trap again?
The second time permitted enough time for me to learn.
While you were inside?
Yeah.
So just time thinking about things.
Time for me to become accountable for myself, to learn what accountability means and learn how to impose it upon myself and how I live. Time to learn what patience means. Time to learn who I am. Time to learn how I should be and where my foothold is in the world. So it just gave me time to just be, and that's what I needed. So yeah,
I'd do a little 12-month stretch.
Do you know what I say?
Because I'd write so much. All that spare time.
And you'd come out hench as well.
I'm not going with Big Leo this time. Because from behind I look nice. I got the locks, I got everything, bro. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
You would come out wham.
Is it just a lot of pump, pump, pump.
No.
That's weights, by the way. That's weights.
Both kinds, bro.
Pause.
It's like Joe Budden, yeah.
There is not a lot of
Like Joe Budden.
pump. No, there isn't. If there is, it wasn't in my cell.
Is it a lot of weights? Yeah, people just get wedged.
Loads of weight.
Banging weights. What else like as a regular
You know what
day?
it is? It's not even that much weight. You train more on the wing. You do more body weight, like on the yard, on the wing.
Are people doing like different workout plans for you as well? You like go and see Big Leon, he'll tell you to do like a super set. Like,
Yeah, literally, Leon will give you the squat one. Tell you how to do the squat.
that's what.
Because you know what's mad? I love watching the videos on TikTok of people in prison doing shit. I think it's the most impressive thing ever.
Yeah, like
the way they use resources to make dinner and shit.
I got shitloads of those videos.
yeah, like making
I
ramen
love
noodles
it.
in a
Yeah,
kettle and that.
in a kettle, yeah.
I've still got those my videos from prison on Snapchat and things like that. Friggin' cooking on the toaster.
It's like survival, in it, basically. Like no.
It's alright. Sorry.
It's like Iron Napper, innit, without the chicks.
It's like when you're self-catering, isn't it?
Literally, it's like having no women around and you just got to figure it out for yourself. Literally, but to the outside world, yeah, it's surviving. But in there, to us, we're just living.
Because my boy said to me, like, because he came out probably like 5 years ago now, but he said that everyone's got this perception of like, you know, it's life on the wing, you're always looking over your shoulder and this and that. But he's like, nah, most people realise we're all living together in this one ecosystem. It's a lot easier if we all just get along and just keep our heads down. And he's like, you might get one head case who comes in and wants to try and stir things up. And he's like, 9 times out of 10, that's getting stamped out quick because people are like, you ain't fucking this up for the rest of us. Like, you need to chill out, man.
Is there a hierarchy in there as well?
Yeah. But it isn't how it used to be. Prison used to run on hierarchy between the hierarchy of the prisoners and the hierarchy of the officers. So there'll always be a gangster officer and there'll always be the biggest gangster on the wing. And everyone respects the order. So if something's kicking off on the wing, the officer's going to come to the big man or to the lieutenants, say, yo, you lot, sort it out. We'll sort it out. Nothing else is said.
And were you in any of those?
Yeah.
You was a lieutenant?
Yeah, I was a lieutenant loads of times, but no, I don't want to say that like it's a sense of I follow him because he tells. No, there's none of that. It's just he's got the most respect because he's the baddest boy. He's just willing to do, and everybody. If we're all bad, we're all on the same stuff, but you for some reason your switch is different, and we respect that. We're not scared of it. We respect it.
Does that tend to be someone who's maybe doing a longer sentence? Because I imagine if you're doing a small sentence and you're thinking, I'm gonna be out next month on good behaviour, you ain't looking to do a madness. But if you're thinking, I'm in here for 30 years regardless, at that point, I think I'd be a bit more inclined to be like, I'll do a fuckery for someone because I ain't getting out anyway.
Definitely, when you're on a wing and you got lifers on the wing, lifers run the wing. If there's a wing with 120 people on it and there's two lifers have the most respect on the wing.
Because that's their house. You're just visiting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But would it be like, you say like me and you got beef, would you then go and speak to the boss man and be like, listen, I'm gonna fuck this guy up? You just do it.
No, we're fighting.
Okay.
But that happens with the brotherhood, with the Muslim community in the prison. So with the Islamic community in prisons, we call it the brotherhood. They in the long-term prisons, they can't move without permission. How it's supposed to be. So Sharia law and things like that. They got to speak to the imam. They got to speak to the head of the wing, and then it goes through the channels properly. And then, but anybody else, no.
Now I heard something about the Muslims in prison. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can confirm if it's true or not, because someone just told me this once. That a lot of people convert in prison for better food and time out on a Friday.
No.
No?
No. I'm not even going to do that for comedy value. No, that's bullshit.
For real? Because you get the Friday prayers, right? and then
Yeah,
and you get the halal food, which is meant to be nicer than everything else.
So no, it's actually the kosher meals that's the best food in prison.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Oh, right.
So, but not only if you're the only Jew, you can only get.
How'd you find that out? You still going into people's cells, taking
Oh,
a bite out of
yeah.
their food, innit? That's my calling card, bro.
I feel like then Raj was planning out his 12-month stretch, thinking if I convert that, what will be on the menu?
Joe, you bastard! Oh shit! I was trading for kosher meals. I was like, shit. Listen, as soon as a Jew come on the wing, I used to. Yeah, that's Jewish right there. You're kosher. You on kosher? Yeah. Come on, I got some weed. You don't smoke weed? Okay, well, I got biscuits. Digested? Yes, chocolate digested.
Yeah, what's like the what's the cash system in there? Like, what's the exchange system? Because you say like biscuits, like is that something that's like kind of desired in there? Like
canteen. So,
canteen, like food, everything.
Food,
yeah.
So you could have. This room's not much bigger than a cell. If you just bring it in, then you're in a perfect cell. To be honest with you, right? And it's if you've got a stash of canteen, then you've got currency. Then you can offer anybody. Somebody can have a phone, and the phone costs $2,000, but you could literally have $1,000's worth of canteen in your cell and say, look, I'll give you £500 canteen this week, fresh. I'll buy you £500 on my canteen next week, and then the week after, just so I can recuperate, I'll give you $1,000's worth of canteen because I'll have a 1,500 in my cell.
But where does that come from?
Just from buying it every week.
You buy it from a canteen in the prison?
Yeah, from the canteen, and then selling whatever you're selling on the side, selling spices, right? So you can sell your little deals. If you got drugs, you got burned tobacco. Tobacco's the biggest earner in prison. So I can give you 2 roll-ups, and I'm talking the skinniest roll-ups. You owe me £20 on canteen.
Mad.
You owe me £20, but you only get £30 to spend a week.
But could I send you 1,000 cigarettes in prison?
No, not anymore.
That's not allowed?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore. So...
And why is that? When you say not anymore, is that because they know?
Prison you used to be able to bake cakes and bring them into your family members in prison and actually cook Sunday food or any food you can just bring. They just stopped all of that because of drugs and weapons being brought in and things like that. It's understandable. It's cool, but
Yeah.
more drugs and more weapons and more whatever phones coming now than when it was when you was letting our
Yeah,
families
drones
do.
and shit. I
Yeah.
saw a lot of drones. That
Yeah.
was a thing back like a couple of years ago, wasn't it? People flying drones over.
It's the thing.
Well, you tighten the rules
Still.
in one area, don't you? And then it
Bro,
happens in
listen,
another
the
area.
media lies to the British public about prison, like compulsively lies. It's horrible. It's horrible what the government put out about the English prison system because you're just being lied to.
In what sense?
What specifically? Like, what are the main things that you feel like?
Everything. Well, what do you know about the English prison
Overcrowded.
system? Yeah. And that's the only thing they tell you, isn't it?
They always
Pretty
try and
much,
make
yeah.
out as well, like people in there have got it too good.
Yeah, they're playing on PlayStations every day and shit like that.
And you're just
right?
like, what do you want them to do? Just sit in a box for 10 years and then expect them to come out as well-rounded people.
They
Like,
don't
what do
tell
you want?
In order to get a PlayStation at the minimum, and it's a PlayStation 2, which doesn't work anymore, they're all discontinued and whatever, you have to behave for 3 months. After that 3 months, you have to apply for an enhanced status. In order to get that enhanced status, you have to go above and beyond. They say, have you shown to yourself to go above and beyond for the jail or for the wing? Above and beyond how?
Yeah.
You don't let me out my cell. I've asked you for help. I've asked to help you clean the wing. Asked to help you get a job. I've asked to help the survey. I've asked to help the people that can't read and write. I've asked to help. And I've been turned down, but I still now can't get an enhanced status, which allows me to get more visits, which allows me to get more money on my canteen so I can buy more food to actually eat and actually be healthy. All of these things I can only apply for after 3 months, and then I have to prove to go above and beyond, but they don't let you go above and beyond.
Yeah.
So you then can't get that status. So the people with Xbox 360s and PlayStations are the people that are in jail going forcing it to look kind and then they got to kiss arse cheeks or whatever.
Yeah.
They got to get angry. I've been here. I've been behaving. And even when you get those things, you're still in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I put myself there. I never complain about being in prison or why I went to prison or whatever. I deserved to go to prison. I'm happy I went to prison, if I'm being honest. I learned a lot. I learned who myself was. But at the same time, listen, the system is, forget overcrowded. Yeah, do you not have any idea what happened in COVID?
No, it kind of like, yeah, not at all really.
Oh, you would have been in then, right?
I was in. I was in through the whole of COVID.
No visits, no interaction with anyone.
Was it just like solitary,
Are
basically?
you guys aware of how many prisoners died?
No,
No,
not
because
at all.
it didn't get spoken
No.
about.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue.
Like I can't remember that ever being reported in the media.
Search it, and you will never get a right figure. I went through the COVID period four prisons and transfers. And I've seen over 35 people, 36 people. I've counted them because everyone in prison like, yo, how many people died on your wing? That was a normal talk. Like, who died the other day over there? Oh, them two got taken out and they didn't come back.
Actually, you know,
were you scared at that time, like thinking, or were you just like, okay, whatever it is?
They were taking prisoners at the middle of the night. When we were banged up for 24 hours a day, they was only letting us out for 15 minutes a day for a phone call, a shower, eat, and exercise. 15 minutes. We're supposed to
do all of that in 15 minutes.
All of that, we're supposed to do all of that in 15 minutes. Our phone calls are 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And you know, the one thing I just remembered that I do remember being reported about prisons in COVID was when they were kicking off, going, and this lot have all been vaccinated before the general public have. And that was the one thing I remember being reported, where again, it's just them trying to be like, look at all this lot, getting it better than us again. They've had their vaccines.
Do you know what they told us? Do you know what they told us in prison? So I was in open prison when the vaccines come out. That's DCAT, right?
That's like least.
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain what that is to anyone who doesn't?
Open prison. So the prison system, you got A, B, C, D It's a categorization, right? So A cat, that's your highest security of categorization. Double A cat on the book. You are the highest security. You're highest risk prisoner in England. You are under so much restrictions, it's ridiculous. Then you get A cat under double A cat, which is high restrictions, lifers, long termers, high violence, just loads of high. B cat, C cat, B cat's like remand when you first go to police custody and then they put you through court. Then you go to a B cat and open. That's a normal. Then C cat's nice, and then D cat's open jail where you can visit your family.
Oh, okay.
Monthly.
And what's the highest you were at?
I was at the highest. I've done the whole thing.
Oh wow, okay.
I've done the whole thing, and I wasn't meant to. So they illegally put me all that stuff. So yeah, I was in open prison, and so imagine being in a prison where they tell you you can go and you can go out to work and you can earn wages so you can save your money so you're better for when you're released. And imagine being in a place where they say to you, you can't see your family unless you get vaccinated. It wasn't what you lot was being told with your bubbles and you can get vaccinated if you want, and you lot had the choice. We got told you lot ain't going nowhere until you get vaccinated. So everyone had a standoff. Are you fucking mad? Then they had to take that off and say, right, if you want to get vaccinated, but we these areas now are saying that if you're in prison, you can't go to these areas if you're vaccinated. We're like,
so you're being treated like a leper, basically, yeah.
Yeah, you're not taking us for some fucking idiots. Where on the news does it say if you're in prison, you can't go to this area if you're not vaccinated? It's not that. It's the local. It's the justice.
Yeah, like criminal justice bill.
Dominic, was it Dominic?
Cummings.
Yeah, was it?
Oh,
Dominic
right, yeah.
Doing it, all the whole.
Oh, was it?
It was him that was doing the whole COVID things with prison.
Oh, okay.
Because he was the minister of prison at the time.
Was it sneaky as well? Was it conveniently where people had to go to work or where your families were or stuff like that?
It was like, yo. Like I said, the last time I've seen people was them getting carted to hospital and nobody knows what's happened to them. This is in prison. Like their families coming to the prison door screaming to say, we haven't heard from our son. Where is he? And then they've got to come out and say he died last week.
Mad.
That's fucking wild.
Like this is a normal thing. Like this isn't just because of COVID. This is normal in the prison system. Like the normal. So normal.
They just ask questions because they've not had a phone call for a minute.
Yeah. Must be, innit?
Not even a letter in the post or nothing.
Nothing. So I got vaccinated because of my mum's illness. And it turned out I didn't have to get vaccinated. So they put that shit in my body. I didn't have to. this is what the system does. The system will kill you. The system will break you down, and it kills. And people blame people coming out of prison and committing crime and going back. That's their fault. But at the same time, they tell the British public that the prison system is the place where these criminals need to be because they will be better once they go in there.
But it's almost designed to make you
Yeah,
fail.
like there's no chance of reform. Like, what's the percentage of someone who can actually reform? Like, it's pretty low, I imagine. Yeah.
The courses in prison are TSP, Thinking Skills Program, STP, TSP, and Resolve, and Kaizen. Yeah. If you separate Kaizen, these are just courses. They're thinking skills courses, mindfulness courses. These are courses they tell us that are going to think. They're all failed courses from Canada.
Okay. It's mad, isn't it? But you couldn't become like an electrician in prison.
Yeah, you can do electrics courses, you can do plumbing, you can do all of those things, but you cannot progress through the prison system without doing a course. Not one prisoner in England right now will you find where they will say to you they can progress if they haven't done one of these courses.
What, one of the Canadian courses?
And what's the idea behind them? Like, what's the idea? What's their argument though for?
So every signature that gets, every person that signs off on a course, they get paid.
But what's their argument for trying to make out that these courses are going to make you a better person?
There is no argument.
And which one did you do?
I did all of them.
Oh, you did all? Yeah, I did. Wow.
I did every course. There wasn't anything. I just did it because.
You had 11 years?
Yeah, I had 11 years.
Was there any of them which were all right, or were they all just like
They're all the
absolute
same.
shit?
They're all the same course. It's just thinking skills. If you was to do that, how could you have done that better?
Is it just like when you did like PSHE at school?
Yes.
And every time you went, you were like, "This is the biggest waste of my week.
Yeah,
Like, what
oh
is
my
this
God,
lesson?"
PSHE. It's PSHE.
Yeah.
It actually is PSHE.
Yeah.
And every time you went to PSHE, it was the same shit.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's PSHE, and they're failed courses from Canada. Canada's got courses that's working.
Yeah.
But
I think this is probably like, I mean, if you talk about the media, there's definitely other countries that are like smashing it.
Yeah.
Where it's like rehabilitation works, and like I think it's the Netherlands.
Oh,
They're shutting prisons down.
And a lot of
Because they ain't got
Scandinavia
criminals.
as well.
Criminals.
So it's like, why are you taking this failed test? Why don't you take whatever Netherlands is doing and bring that here?
Did you see
It's
the program?
money. It is all money, bro.
You're talking about the program that they did it. The old.
Oh, sorry, I get all my news from memes, bro.
Oh shit. That's not a bad place to get your news from, bro. That shit is so accurate, bro.
It's a legitimate source, to be fair. Like it's cited.
Man. Memes are harsh and true, bro. Literally.
You get it in 2 sentences. It's quite nice.
Someone made me a meme today. I'm now a cheater. Like that's it. That's my career's fucked. I'm known as
The
a
cat
cheater.
or the scumbag?
I doubt it. Depends on your perception.
But you know, like going through all of that, like the thing that kind of sticks in my head is like, do you know now when you come out, I know like a lot of things, does it feel like a lot's changed? And also, does it feel like kind of easy now when you're out, as in just because it's been that much of a hard stretch when you're in, like now you're out, you're like, God, life is actually quite easy because I've just learned all this resilience while I've been inside.
From them 4 courses.
Yeah. From the Canadian curriculum.
The curriculum, you know. It's made it easy.
Justin Trudeau. Yeah.
Shit.
Now you just stop and look at everything like, how would I do that?
What would Justin Bieber do? You know what? I said it to you earlier. I would advise everyone to go spend a month in prison. It just helps you put perspective in. I find living out here easy in the sense of being able to survive. But I don't worry about money. If I could have 7p in my account, I'll sit down there, I'll dance. I'm dancing down the road.
Yeah, you're making noodles in kettle.
Yeah. Right. Like
honestly, those videos, they're like life skills, bro.
Like I genuinely cannot stress it. Like my mum's on the phone to me coming up to the end of the month because I've had to leave my job. I was working nights in a hotel. So she knows I'm broke. Well, I'm just in my house. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, home. She's like, well, you ain't got no money though. I was like, why are you asking me about money? She's like, you got food in the house? I was like, yeah. I ain't got, the only thing I've got a tin of tuna, I've got half a loaf of bread, syrup in the fridge, milk that goes off tomorrow, but I've still got 5 days until payday, right?
Stick that in the freezer, bro.
Yeah, and I've got in the freezer, but bro, in my head, I've got enough food for a whole week. Yeah,
What, one can of tuna.
A tuna, the bread. I got beans. I had some random stuff and some nuggets in the freezer. Listen,
Sounds like uni, like.
but this is everyone from uni says, "Yo, do you know how hard it is? Uni, that's the budget you got."
Yeah, you're living on like nothing.
It's the same in prison.
How are you still hench then?
I don't know. That's just genes.
Did you go in hench?
Ginger Jesus. I went in.
Ginger Jesus.
Yeah, Ginger Jesus. Got my back.
Listen, you keep eating like that, you're gonna look like Jesus, bro.
I've lost shitloads of size, man. But
So that's it. So you're not working at the moment, but that food will do you.
It's just because I don't know. Gel conditions you, man. There's no other way for me to. Alright, cool. This is segregation. You heard of segregation, right? The block. We call it the block in the UK. Segregation. Out of the 11.5 years in prison, I spent 15.5 months in segregation.
That's just by yourself?
By myself.
In a box?
In a box.
Yeah. How many, sorry?
15 months.
Fucking hell.
With your own thoughts. That's my biggest fear.
So one stint I did 6 months in segregation by myself. Another one was 2 months. Another one was 3.5. Another one was 3 weeks.
And that's when you can come out for 15 minutes or something?
No, you can't come out at all.
Well, how'd you shower?
Oh, sorry, my bad. So what they do is in the morning in segregation in the block, first thing in the morning you have to make sure you're awake by a certain time. It depends on the prison that you're in, right? So say this is the prison, and your rules are in your segregation. They have a letter and they give you it and they say, right, boom, make sure you're up at 7 o'clock in the morning, make sure your bed's folded, make sure you're sitting up for when they look through the flap. So when they look through the flap, they give you a list of what you want for the day. Do you want a phone call? You can choose a phone call, a shower, and exercise. That's it.
Only one of them?
No, all three.
Okay.
But you can pick which one you want, right? So you tick your boxes.
Did you always have a routine, the same routine every day, or did you like to mix it up?
Same routine.
Okay, cool.
Same routine. So you take it, put it back under the door, they'll come pick it up, and then boom, they'll unlock your door, exercise, half an hour, go outside. Just like the American exercises with the cages, that's what it's like in England in the segregation. So you're in your cage, working out, doing whatever, come back in, have your 10-minute phone call.
That's the time you'll see your boys?
No, you don't see no one in the block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get sent out at different times, don't you?
It's different times, different. You'll be lucky if the block's full. Then we'll see each other. Like, right, are you going out? Yeah. We'll go out and then we'll just be out.
What, to the club?
Yeah, we'll go to the club. Like, literally, to the club. We'll be on the yard. Shit. Be like, hey, do your press ups, bro. Do your press ups. I'm out here, I'm practicing, bro. I'm about to get that job, bro. I'm about to get. It's crazy. Like, but segregation was the best place in prison because you have no choice but to own your shit. Like, you have no choice. When you're there for that long, with yourself,
I think that can go one or two ways, though.
Yeah,
it?
No, it does.
You can either lose your mind or you can find yourself.
Yeah, like I was next to Bronson. Bronson's head's fucked. That's why they don't release him. People think that he's in there still fighting. Bronson hasn't had a fight in fucking years.
Oh yeah, he just got rejected, right?
Yeah.
Were you next to Bronson?
Yeah, I've been with all these famous. I was classed as when my thing happened. I was in papers and everything else, so they treated me as such. So when you're treated as a such prisoner of high
risk, I guess.
High risk, they put you with the rest of them. So you just see him. Like, it's just normal.
So you can't chat to him, though?
Yeah. You just bang on the wall. Like, hey, what are you doing? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Charlie.
You just chatting shit.
Oh, sorry.
Who is it?
You just chat shit.
He does look like a nutter.
And do you know when you you had a picture of him in your head what he would look like? Did they all look like you would think they would look like? Or do some of them are you like, this guy just looks ruined actually? Like he's not.
Yeah, no, you know what? He's healthy as fuck.
Yeah.
He's healthy. He's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, chill guy. He probably doesn't even remember me. Like he's just so far gone. He knows what he's doing. He's smart. He's educated. He's funny as fuck. He's just gone. Just gone. They can't release him. They can't.
It's not normal enough, right?
If they released him and then he decided to, he could he'd probably shut down the prison system if he could prove. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't release him.
Because that was his big thing with his parole hearing, weren't it? He was kind of saying, like, all the issues that have been raised about me, like, none of them have been me for the last like 20 years. He basically owned I was that guy originally, but now it's like antagonization from the officers, and
but
they're
he's not had
prodding him.
the option to do those things. He's been locked up.
Yeah.
So if he was out again, would he then do whatever he wants?
Nah. Remember, he went in for a little shitty.
Yeah, it was like nothing, wasn't it?
Little shitty.
He just kept getting sentences added on, didn't
The
he?
little shit post office. He just went in there and said, "Give me the money." The film said that he went in there with a big gun and whatever. He didn't. He went in there and said, "Give me the money." He knew the woman. He knew her. Like, come on, give me the money. Roughed her up a little bit through that. It's not nice. Yeah, all right, cool, right, whatever. But look, it was a miniature crime. He was meant to serve months.
Yeah.
He got extra years for fucking up officers constantly. Cool, that's fine. That's what you get. The man hasn't actually acted out and touched them, done what these films say in years.
Yeah, like decades, innit?
Do you know how he's so talented? Art, poetry, everything. Like they released Bronson, their shit is over with. It's just, and there's so many
Because of what he knows.
So many. Bronson isn't the only one. They've got people in segregation that have been living in segregation for the past 30 years.
It reminds me of like you're keeping like a lion captive, and then like if you actually let it out, like it wouldn't know what the outside world would look like, but at the same time it would know how it's been treated on the inside, and then kind of be able to.
Yeah, and being with these people is to answer your question. Like, this is what taught me how to live out here. I can survive out here with ease. Like, all the things that everyone else worries, I just laugh at. So everyone's like, what? What I worry about, everyone's like,
what do you worry about? Like, do you worry about the people you used to be in cahoots with?
No.
Is that the right word?
Yeah. If anything, I'd imagine they'd have been more worried about you, because you were the one who did the stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
as soon as you come out and you just go, it's cool. Yeah. That they're like,
yeah, but he might be a valuable asset, right? To have back. They might want you back.
No, so I was part of an organised crime syndicate family. So it wasn't gang, street corner. My shit was elevated. Not shitting on no one, not trying to say I'm better or badder. It just is.
It's all bad. There's just levels of bad.
Yeah, it's all bad. There's just levels to the shit.
You were business bad.
Yeah.
It's better to a crime if it's organised than unorganised, isn't it? If you're going to do it properly.
Yeah, it wasn't messy. Like, I knew what I was doing.
Joint calendar and that, Organised crime,
Yeah, how organised are you talking?
Not that organised, I got the wrong house.
Yeah, imagine if you put it in the calendar, you got the date a little bit wrong. You're like, oh, sorry, I was meant to put an 8 in and I put a 3. Like,
it wasn't that organised. I love myself.
But like nowadays, like loads of them get caught out on. I watch sometimes when they're trying to catch people. I can't remember what the program is. Some fucking terrestrial program where they all catch them on like Telegram and stuff like that. And they're all using these kind of apps. Were you using anything like that back?
That's the only evidence they had on us.
So, oh really? Okay.
There was that app, wasn't it, that they shut down and it killed every drug dealer.
There was the new app there on the.
No, are you talking about Silk Road?
No, you're talking about
It's a pain nuts.
You're talking about Encron.
That's it.
Encron, yeah, that was the other one, and then
that's recent though. That's recent. They did that a couple of years.
Yeah, is Telegram the other one that?
Telegram's the one, but they got us. We was just on normal phones.
Yeah,
there was nothing ever on the phones. It's just the only evidence. All right, cool. So to prove how organised it was, the only grenades have been thrown at houses and cars and gone off. Shootings at houses and cars, attempted kidnappings and the guy is a barrister of the High Court, so it's nothing. Yeah, all of these things have happened, right? They don't know who's done it. They don't know where it's come from, and the only evidence they had in court was the fact that I've called you and you called him. But all these crazy things, the shootings, crazy. They've got the shell casings. They've got everything. They've picked up 15 people. They can't tell you who. They only know.
Imagine doing all of that and you get caught because your DNA was on the cheese.
Is that what is this? Is evidence piece number 3? This is a half-eaten baby bell.
I'm a victim of my art.
It was mature.
It wasn't very mature.
So what? They had no literal evidence on you though.
They had no physical evidence on any of us. And I got.
So
10
why did you
cold
plead
E's.
guilty?
No, that was for my first case. So for my big case.
Oh, because you thought they were misdemeanors, like.
Yeah, no, I was guilty. They had shitloads. Like that was my first case. That all those charges was one road rage incident.
Man just said, "Oh no, I did that."
I ain't gonna laugh on that motherfucker. I can't laugh. I did the sentence. What do you want me to do about it now? He should have moved his car. He spat on my car first. Come on, man.
Oh man, I've been there. I've been angry in the car.
Yeah, you get road rage, don't you? Bad.
I'm bad. I listen to classical music now.
Oh,
You spend a lot of time in the car as well,
Yeah,
which
I do,
makes me
yeah.
worried about you.
Yeah,
the road rage.
it's bad. I have to listen to. I can't listen to rap or grime or drill.
Yeah, but look,
I have to listen to.
But think about it. It might be good for you because you could come out looking like that. Do you know what I mean? Like hench. So it might be worth it.
You know the issue with road rage though, and the reason that I used to get it bad was because the second someone's in a car with locked doors, they think they're bad. People, you can see them. They're giving it loads in the car to you, and you're just thinking you wouldn't do this if we were just walking past each other in the street. That's what used to wind me
That's why that
up.
red car was so jokes, because they thought it was a granny in there, and they'd chat shit, and then they'd see me, and they'd be like, "Oh fuck." Like, I'm not even a
What
fighter.
did you have, a micro?
That was the person outside the car. Like,
That's sure what's going, brother. We know what car you had. You can't say shit.
Bro, I've never heard that thing go off. Bro, that was weird. What? Nah. Is a.
How many times have you almost got out the car and fucked?
No, I've got out the car.
This
I've blocked roads.
Yeah.
I've tried to drag someone out of their car.
Right.
I've done loads of shit, man.
Yeah, and it's normal people do this every day. Grandmas, I've seen grandmas get out and fucking break windshields.
yeah.
The guy
So
got
what did
out.
you do?
The guy got out, spat on my windshield. My guy I'm with my boy. He's got out and started punching up our car. When we've got out and fucked his shit up, he's gonna snitch to the police. I dropped my keys. I dropped wallet, whatever. I dropped all my shit. Fucked him up, ran off. Got in the car later, got off. I've noticed I've got all my shit. I forgot all my shit. When I've gone back, nothing's there. Clearly, this guy's got it. So I just went back to my mum's and said, "Mum, I'm going to have myself in. This guy's probably gone." She's gone. The police have already called and they've asked if I could bring you in because last time they tried to come and arrest you, it didn't go their way and they don't want that to happen. So I was like, "So what do I do?" She's like, "Well, go hand yourself in." I was like, "Alright, cool." So I was handing myself in. Josiah! Come down the blood clot stairs. I had time to get rid of everything. I've all come down, jumped out the back window, got everything out, put it in the next door neighbour's garden, come back upstairs, climb back up off the garage, got back through my bedroom window.
And you said you
Sounds
were
like a burglar to me.
I thought you said you could climb pipes.
It wasn't pipes. Thank you, man, because you was for like to actually you introduced me back into the world, into this world. It was you, your voice, so thank you. I haven't even thanked you for that. I know I said thank you and sent you a message, but bro, you have no idea what that means to me. Because everybody has a place in my life now. If I'm building a relationship with you, I'm genuinely building a relationship with you. Do you know what I mean? Because I need relationships. I don't need associations. Associations fuck me over. So, Joe, you're respecting how you look. You'll get through just because you're big.
Love it. We'll protect you, Jason.
I'm not going to jail, man.
As long as you hold my shit.
my pocket.
I'm going to be one of the wardens, mate. That's it.
We're going to sell you for 2 roll-ups, bro. Big Leon's going to be inside you for 2 roll-ups.
Even if you was...
Well, we're watching
We're
that.
just going to watch.
This has been The Word on the Streets. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.